So how about this for a surprise? I did not expect this to happen. I did not expect Miami to get Jaylen Waddle, and I'm very conflicted about this pick. For one thing, I love this fit, and one of the things that I kept banging the table on is the Jamar Chase to the Dolphins thing doesn't make a lot of sense. Even if you forget about, I talk about how I don't love a wide receiver with a top 10 pick. I've talked about that to death. You can watch my Jamar Chase video. I got into that a little bit. But also, just the fact that the Miami Dolphins, they kind of already have 2 number 1 receivers. They need someone who can win on the inside as well. Waddle can do that as long as win on the outside. So that's a great fit for me schematically. I think I would have rather had Sewell. That's just my opinion. I think you gotta protect your quarterback. But you know what? This is a really good receiver, and the analytics guys will say get 3 good receivers instead of just 2 good receivers. But that helps you a lot. And who knows if Will Fuller will stay healthy? That's another real thing. I still think Sewell was the better pick. I don't love taking a wide receiver in the top 10, but if you are going to do that, this is the time to do it. I think this is the guy to get, I would say. So I actually don't hate the player. I think I would have rather them get a receiver kind of with their 18th pick. That's my opinion. But that's just my opinion. And let's just get into the film study and talk about what I think about him as a player, because he is a great player. So let's start things off with this play. It's interesting to see how, that Alabama-Georgia game, there was a lot of fun stuff with the Alabama receivers going up against the good Georgia corners. What you're going to see, though, on this play is that Jaylen Waddle is going to be covered by Eric Stokes on this play, who's a very fast corner. However, Alabama's going to kind of scheme Waddle open to some degree. So, the way it works is it's almost essentially a pick play that's going to happen, which is going to definitely help Waddle. Like, as you see, Waddle's speed definitely is a key way to help him get open, but the pick play almost essentially worked twice, where the defensive back covering him, Eric Stokes, ended up getting essentially ran into twice, which means that he was not able to get over and get in position for Waddle. But you also see Waddle, he has such good speed and route running that he's able to take advantage of that in such a key way. So, yeah, I don't think this is necessarily the most fair play to talk about how Waddle can use his route running and speed to get open. But still, it does go to show that he can use that very well, and we'll show some better examples in a second. However, there's a reason why I still wanted to show this play. And really my only flaw I have with Jaylen Waddle is he will, on occasion, not make the tough catch. I'm not saying that he's this horrible player at making the catch, but he will on occasion struggle to make a hard one. Watch him leap up and honestly drop one that he should have caught. And it's a little bit of a difficult throw. He did have to leap up to try and make it. So that's kind of what I mean. It's not like he's dropping these ones right in his hands. He's not dropping screen passes or anything like that. But there will be times when he just, has a hard time making the difficult play. And I want to be clear, I'm not saying that he always does, because a play like this is one of the best plays you'll see, quite frankly, when it comes to just making a tough grab. So again, it's just he's a bit inconsistent at that. What's going to happen on this one is I believe this is a cover one man play. So he's going to be running over the middle, and he's essentially going to run himself into double coverage with the safety deep, and since it's man coverage, a defensive player is going to stay with him deep. And watch how right when this play starts, so we don't get to see the whole clip because it's the broadcast footage. Again, we all hate broadcast footage. I wish we could do the all 22. I literally, it's very difficult to find all 22 footage, trust me. If I could find some all 22 footage, you would be watching all 22 footage. It's just difficult to find. But anyways, you notice that this throw is kind of a wild throw by Mac Jones to make, quite frankly. I don't know why he decided to make this decision, because maybe he just didn't see the safety who was coming back over, because the safety looked like he was cheating to the top of the screen and then kind of running back over. But at this situation, while Waddle completely blew by the player who was in man coverage, the safety's coming in hot. So Waddle making this catch is going to be very difficult to do. However, watch him just completely make a grab over the safety. I mean, that's just a really impressive play. So yeah, that's kind of what I mean when I say tough catches. It's just occasionally he won't make that grab. Sometimes he does, though. So that's something that's worth mentioning. I also think that kind of thing is a bit overblown, because there's so much other stuff that he does, I think, way better. Like this play right here is why I am so high on Jaylen Waddle, and I think he's just such a talented receiver. It's going to be a cover 2 zone, and you see what Jaylen Waddle is doing is he's running a deep route, but there's going to be just a little move on it. So one of the things that makes Jaylen Waddle so incredible, well, I guess 2 of the things, the great combination of things that he has is his footwork / route running paired with his speed. And that kind of thing, that kind of combination is just completely deadly. Watch, right when this play starts, you see how he cuts just a little bit as though he's going over the middle. This is going to get the safety to just a little bit think that Waddle could be running over the middle. It's not, it's, it's more of a fake than you would see like an NFL safety make. The NFL safety, I think, would be a little bit more patient there. But at the same time, good route running by Waddle, good footwork. But what's really going to be, I think, just as impressive is then how he's going to accelerate and blow by him. Watch him just get by both defensive players. So despite the fact that, he's essentially getting double teamed, he got completely wide open and was able to get past the defense. So now I've showed back-to-back plays where he was able to pick up big gains on essentially a double team, which, again, kind of goes to show the talent that he has, I think. However, now at this point, is he going to be able to get the touchdown here, right? There's a defensive player who closed in some because Waddle had to slow down a little bit just to make the grab, which makes sense. But the thing about Jaylen Waddle is he can accelerate really quickly, and he is really fast, so he's a hard guy to take down from behind. Watch him, again, be able to accelerate past him, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Really impressive play from Waddle. That kind of thing, I don't know if there is, I'm big on Kadarius Toney. I think Kadarius Toney could maybe make a play like that also, and that's a maybe. But Jaylen Waddle might be the only guy in this draft class who can make that play, which is a big play, and it's something I really value in a wide receiver, which is why I'm so high on him, and it's why I have him as my number 2 wide receiver. And there's also something like this, where this play, it's crazy that Alabama would do this from time to time. It's really fun. It's not something you see a lot of teams do. You see it more in college, and I'm not sure you'll see it much in the NFL, but I'm not really showing this play to show how good he is at this play, but more so how good he is at changing his direction, because he's going to fake as though he's going to be in motion pre-snap, but then he's going to go to the outside. So he is going to eventually be in motion, but just in a different direction. Although I guess, it's going to actually be after the snap that he's going to go in motion. So it's not a pre-snap, it's a post-snap thing. They would do this pre-snap sometimes too. But anyways, watch what he does. So real quick, he's going to, cut forward and back really well, and then he makes the grab. So that by itself, very impressive. But you know what? A Missouri player doing a pretty good job at just reading the play and trying to get into it. So I thought that Waddle did a really good play, but, the Missouri defender also making a good play. Sometimes 2 players make a good play on the same play. But then watch how he uses his acceleration to blow by him and get into the end zone for a touchdown. Yeah, that's just what Waddle can do. It's that footwork paired with his speed. Those are 2 qualities that tend to translate very well to the NFL. So I have a really hard time seeing Jaylen Waddle be a bust. I think that he'll probably end up being an incredible player. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Jaylen Waddle? Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.